Okie dokie. So guys, this is just some instructions for week 1 of term 3. Yes. So if we think back to what we were working on before the holidays, we had a list of activities that we needed to do from sector. Okay. So if we go in and you see on sector from week 10 that we were asking you to work through a whole bunch of different activities in the booklet. Now, I don't believe in doing activities just for the sake of doing activities. All of these activities are useful for the next step. So you're asked to read the task sheet, check out your timeline for when things are due, watch the videos, do your planning exercise, check out an argument. Then we looked at some examples and we wanted you to start to actually begin writing some things. And it's really good to see that a bunch of you have given that a go. If you haven't done those activities, then that is your first job for this week. So you need to complete these steps before you start writing, because these are the, the structural elements of your outcome. And I want to be able to give you feedback on these before you start to produce various bits of your outcome and end up doing the wrong thing. So once you have written your practice topic sentences and read through the information, you can practice writing an introduction and then give a practice paragraph a go. And we want to have this information submitted because this is going to form your outcome. So even though they're practice your activities, it's really the part of your outcome that you're going to use. We then ask you to move on to producing a dot point draft. Now, what I want to remind you is that every page and every activity has explanatory videos, which are all linked here. So if you're trying to do something and you're not sure, please check here first. What we need to make sure is that by the end of this week, if we check our overview of assessments, we are doing the first check-in of your work. So that might be, your topic sentences, your introduction, and your first paragraph. So we're looking for up to 500 words of evidence. Some of you have already submitted that, gotten feedback, and you're working on the next bit. Great. Some of you have a fair bit of work to do to get up to that point. So I just wanted to talk you through some of the bits that will help with writing your outcome. When we're looking at an outcome, remember that you've got a couple of key behaviors that you need to focus on. So if we have a look at an example, it will give you a second, view of ways to structure. So what we can see is a really clear introduction and working through the types of resources that we used and the findings. Okay. Then as we look at the different sections, we can see this student has used a heading to help us understand what she's writing about. And then this first sentence is really clearly linking to the main question. So we're seeing that her question is about how do you join the Australian Defence Force? And one of the things that you need is certain physical requirements. Following on from that, we have introduced the person that we're quoting and what they're saying. Then we're linking, and this is the really important part, we're linking our evidence. So we're saying things like, in addition, and then we also had the BMI standards, and then we are seeing a significant finding, and then we're getting additional things from the Canberra site. So it's lots and lots and lots of evidence building an argument. You will notice that this person has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 5 references in one paragraph.